Our final question of the evening comes from Andrew Hawthorne, a recent alum of UAlbany. Andrew's question is, your administration has generated a strong economy for the United States through the creation of millions of jobs. Do you think that public universities, such as the University at Albany, could play a role in delivering an economic environment built for growth?
Yeah, I do. I think one of the things that I hope the governor will do once we get by this budget session, which is the most important thing for you now, is I'd really like to see, you've got this unbelievable SUNY network, and I'd really like to see all the schools, but especially one, just your leadership in nanotechnology, the fact that you've got highly acclaimed graduate degrees in public policy, for example, and public administration. You've got the resources here to be a real engine of economic growth. You can't have a New York State economic plan, except the taxes need to be more competitive here. Here, there's so many different jurisdictions, and it's different from place to place. But you need a competitive tax system and a serious investment in infrastructure and energy. But otherwise, you're going to have regional, even sectional economic plans. You could have a huge, huge impact on that. Look, most of this economic stuff is hard work, and it's finding the deal, the art of the deal. It's what the economists call microeconomics, not macroeconomics. And you need to know what the opportunities are here, and you need to imagine if you could paint the picture of what upstate New York would look like in 10 years. What would it look like? What does it look like now? What do you have to do? And then pass out the work and ride herd on it. And you're very well suited to do that. And by the way, there is a lot of precedent for that. You've had some success for universities that drive the clean energy movement, and especially building retrofits in their areas. You have some universities that have opened small business incubators, made deals with local banks to fund through the SBA loan program so the bank can't lose the money, or more than 10% of it, new businesses, and then the universities give them space to start up and begin to work and give them support services so they can get on their own. And probably the biggest moneymaker of all in the economy that's helped universities is that since 1983, if the university, any university with a chemistry department that's working on pharmaceutical breakthroughs, or the National Institute of Health develops a drug, they obviously don't want to commercially produce it and sell it, so they can license it to a drug company and receive the economic benefit to it directly to the university system, so that you can not only create economic opportunity, you can be rewarded for it and improve the school. 58%, this is another thing that shouldn't be cut, 58% of all the new drugs approved by the Food and Drug Administration in the last 10 years were developed not in the R&D departments of the major pharmaceutical companies, but in the universities and the National Institute of Health, and then licensed and sold to them. So yes, you should do this. You can do it. You can't do it alone, but if you get support from the state and you think through this, I think you can have a huge impact.
Once again, thank you, President Clinton, for coming to UAlbany. Thank you all for coming, and have a great night.
Thank you all very much. Thank you.